Okay, class, so you're using a learning management system to teach adults online, and you don't want your class to just be a static list of links and PDFs. You want to increase the engagement of your learners, and you want to improve instructor presence. What you need to do is embed the web. I'm going to take a few minutes to teach you how to embed resources directly into an LMS using the Haiku learning management system as an example. You should know that there are always ways to do these things in most other learning management systems. So what you learn here will be transferable into other systems with some modifications here and there, of course. All right, let's jump in. So let's start with embedding a simple YouTube video onto an LMS page. Um, you can always just put a link to a video on the page, but I think it's more engaging for students if the video is actually embedded on the page. They can see it and play it right in the LMS. So this is an active course, so I don't want to mess up this page, so I'm gonna go down to an unpublished page, and we'll play with this page. There's nothing on it yet. Here it is, just a blank page, and we'll add some things as we go. So let's start with a YouTube video. So I'm going to say add content block. I've got a bunch of different choices here of things to do, but this LMS, like a lot of them, have a button specifically for YouTube. So I'm going to click on YouTube, and it's asking for the URL of the content. So I'm going to, in another browser window, I'm going to search for the video that helps teach the content, and when I find the one that I want, under the YouTube video is a share button, and when you click on share, and I think not everyone knows this, but when you click on share, it's going to give you a URL, a web link to share that video. You can also get an embed code right there, so if you wanted to use this HTML and embed this video in a web page or somewhere else, you can grab that there. This LMS, Haiku, just requires this URL. So I'm going to copy this and then go back to my Haiku page. I'm going to paste that URL there, and I want it to be embedded on that page. Let's say next. I'm going to ask for a title. So I'm going to give it a title and say save, and then my video pops up onto the page. I'm going to move it over here, and there it is. So now when my students get to this page, after I publish it so they can see this page, they can play this video right on the screen in the LMS, and they don't have to go outside to YouTube or follow a link. I think that just keeps them more engaged right there on your page. So here's another take on that same process of embedding a video in a learning management system. Sometimes you don't want to just find a video that's already out there. Sometimes you're creating your own content. And so you make your own video or your own screencast. And then when you're in YouTube and you log in to your account on YouTube, if you go to the video manager, over here you can upload your own video to YouTube. And so once you've made that video and then uploaded it, then you can click on it in your video manager, and underneath that, just like any other YouTube video, is the share button. Like we just saw, I can click on share, I can copy this URL, and then I can go back into Haiku, add a content block, a YouTube block, paste the URL there, and I can have that video, the one I created myself, my own screencast, embedded on the page in the LMS. So let's take a look at embedding something besides the videos. So here's an example of another use of embedding the web. So on this page for our staff online PLC, I put a couple of YouTube videos on here about showing Common Core lessons. But the interesting thing is that next to it, right next to the two videos, I embedded a Google form for people to answer questions and respond to what they've seen in those videos. So the form is there, and then at the bottom of the form is the submit button. So it's just a Google form. Then everyone goes in there, watches the 2 videos, answers some questions, and then we can see a spreadsheet of people's responses to this. So how do you get one of those Google Forms embedded onto your LMS page? Let's go back to our Embed the Web page here, and I'm going to add a content block. This time, instead of choosing YouTube video, I'm going to say Embed the Web. And within this selection, there are tons of choices of different types of things I can embed here: chats, maps, news, online documents, photos, polls, slideshows, videos, more. I'm going to go to online documents, and you'll see that Google Forms is one of my choices here. So I select Google Forms. Now what I need to do is get the embed code for that Google form. So this is the form that I'm going to use. It's a very short one that people fill out and submit. But what I need is to look at the edit version of that form. So here's the editing page. And if I go to File, right there in that menu, drop down is Embed. So I click on Embed, and there's the embed code for that form. So I copy that form, go back to Haiku, and say I'm ready to paste. And I paste that that embed code, the HTML, right there. Say next, give the block a title, and say save, and boom, there it is. So now when participants are on this page, they can see a video, they can see a Google form embedded right onto the page. So it's not just a link that they're going out to the Google form. It is right here and it's live. They can fill this out and hit submit at the bottom, and then as the instructor, I've got all their responses. As instructors, frequently we create a set of slides to help teach content to our online students. And typically, you might create those in PowerPoint, and if you do, then you can, in any LMS, you can upload that PowerPoint file into the LMS, and then students can then download it and open up that PowerPoint and view that material. Another approach is to embed the set of slides. And so you can create those same slides as a Google presentation, or like was done here, it was created in PowerPoint and then uploaded into Google Drive as a Google presentation. So it was converted into a Google presentation. What I can do from here is under the File menu, I'll go to Publish to the Web, and right here's my embed code. So I copy that and go back into Haiku. And it's a very similar process to embedding that Google form that we just did. This time I'm going to say add a content block, embed the web, online documents, and this time instead of Google form, I'm going to do a Google presentation. So I'm ready to paste, and I paste the embed code right there. Hit next, give this a title, and save. And now my presentation is not just a link on my LMS page, but students can actually view the slides right in here without leaving the page of content that I want them to be concentrating on. And so that's embedding a presentation, very similar to how we embedded a form. You can also do a Google word processing document or a spreadsheet pretty much exactly the same way. Okay, so let me give one more embed the web tip here, because A, I think it's cool, and B, I really think that this one does help build instructor presence in your online course. And so this is going to be embedding a Twitter feed onto your LMS page. And so here's how you would do that. So I'm logged into Twitter, and I'm going to the settings. I on settings, and then under widgets, I'm going to create a new widget. And when I do this, I can choose to um, show the tweets from a specific person. Like you can see, I already created one previously that show all the tweets that go out from me. Or I can create a widget that will show all the tweets that are posted with a specific hashtag. And so that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to create new, and then under search, I'm going to put, I'm going to put hashtag edtech. And so now on the LMS page, as my students go there, they'll see a live feed of this Twitter hashtag. And I'll say create widget. And as soon as I say create widget, I get an embed code right here. So I copy that embed code, go back to Haiku. You can see we're back on that page where we embedded a video, we embedded a presentation, we embedded a Google form. Now we're going to do this Twitter feed. So go to Add Content Block, Embed the Web. I'm going to paste that embed code, HTML from Twitter right there. Hit Next and OK. And I will Twitter hashtag edtech. I'll name this content block and hit save. And now when students land on this page, they're seeing the most recent tweets that use this hashtag. And so every time they hit this page, that's what they'll be seeing. So they can scroll through there. The idea is you're choosing something that's either you think might be of interest to the entire class, or that something that's reflecting kind of your vision of the course and the content and the topics that you're studying. And I think that helps make a tighter connection between the instructor and the learners. Okay, now it's your turn to go back and try to embed some web resources into your LMS. You should find that this will help lift your course from being flat and static. You should find increased student engagement and increased instructor presence. All right, hope it helps.